and it's always black, like it's always on. So there's probably a way to do it. I just don't know. In the house, yeah. No, it's here, but it's not. Yeah, it's always on. Yeah. Right. No. Right. Yeah, and that wouldn't do anything with the video. I understand. Yeah. Right. Right. Okay. That's right.
There he is.
Yes.
I was wondering where. Right on time. I was wondering where the hell he was.
What's that?
I said I was wondering where. No, I was thinking, you coming. I wasn't sure. You're right on time.
You worried?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we're all here. Usually here. We're
Are
all
they
set.
early and talking about stuff?
They haven't had any talk. I mean, it's.
I'm here till I'm not here. Hmm? Nice haircut. Thank you. Hey, on. There.
Good evening. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm sorry, will you please rise again for a moment of silence? We've had a young man who graduated from Penn Hills was involved in a tragic explosion in Ohio, and then there were tragic deaths over last weekend as well. Roll call, please.
Mayor Calabrese,
Present.
Councilor Fascio,
Present.
Councilman Waldron,
Present.
Deputy Mayor Sapp,
Present.
Councilman Crestus.
Present.
All present.
May I please get a motion for the approval of the minutes?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilman Carestas.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes for the May 20th, 2024 council meeting.
Thank you. May I get a second?
I'll second the motion.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Roll call.
Counselor Fascio,
Yes.
Councilman Waldron,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sapp,
Yes.
Councilman Crestis.
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese,
Yes.
May 20th minutes approved.
May I get a motion for item number 4, ratification of expenditures?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilor Fascio.
I'd like to make a motion to ratify the expenditures in the amount of $2,256,168.60.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second the motion?
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Any public comment? Any comment from council?
There's public.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
If you could approach the podium, and just so the audience knows, it's public comment on this item of the expenses. It's not yet to the non-agenda comment yet.
Any comment from council? Roll call, please.
Councilman Waldron,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sapp,
Yes.
Councilman Crestis,
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese,
Yes.
Councilor Fascio.
Yes.
Expenses approved. Next on the agenda is the portion dedicated to comment on non-agenda items. Residents that signed up at least a week in advance to comment on non-agenda items are listed in the order in which that they contacted the municipality. When I call your name, if you could please approach one of the podiums, and if you could state your full name and address into the microphone clearly for the minutes. And also keep in mind that the public comment on non-agenda items is limited to 3 minutes. So please tailor your comments accordingly. Ms. Williams?
Good evening. My name is Yolanda Williams. I live in a neighborhood where a couple of trees hang over the street, and this is at the beginning of the street, or you can see the limbs hanging over the street if you're going down or coming up. And I think these trees are a threat, not only to pedestrians, but also to automobiles. So the welfare and the safety of the community is depending on the different departments working together, so they are commissioned to do as opposed to not doing. Each department should perform their civil duties to the best of their abilities. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let me note for anyone who is new to the process here, we have voting meetings and non-voting meetings. This is a voting meeting, so just to, it may seem very formal up here, but what we're doing is we're creating a record, so we do, you'll notice that we call each other by name and so forth. And then when we get to public comment, that is what it is, it's comment. But please keep in mind that at any time, you don't have to wait for a monthly meeting, a monthly voting meeting. You are free to contact us at any time. I think and you are free to come to the municipal building Monday through Friday. And certainly, I'm happy to meet with you. I'm pretty sure that that the council members, you have access to them as well. So please don't feel that if you have a particular issue that you have to wait for a voting meeting.
Mr. Swachek? And again, just to summarize, please tailor your comments to 3 minutes, and when you approach the microphone, say your name and address clearly into the microphone.
Greg Swachik, 648 Gramick Lane. The package I passed out all kind of has the same theme that I'd like you at your leisure to just sort of take a look at. I can't do all this in 3 minutes. But in the 3 minutes I do have, I'll just summarize quickly. The first 3 pages deal with Wilkins Township and the consideration that they approved not long ago. I went to the meeting to turn the former Vokalek building into a charter school, the same one off Universal Road. I did explain to the current government there, as well as the owner, John DeAndrea, Joe's son, and the attorney for the school, that there was this history regarding that boundary line and zoning issues. So that would be beginning on the 4th page, which a lot of this you're familiar with, including all of the court cases, the appeals, the zoning hearings, the planning commission, council meetings over the decades. So they are now privy of this. They all indicated that none of them, not one person, knew about any of this when they're venturing to occupy the building with a school. As you flip through that, it all deals with that. Just to for your edification. When we get to the picture of the mayor representing Penn Hills relative to the Churchill billboard, you can see that she was trying to get involved to defend Penn Hills under the Home Rule Charter, but eventually just got standing, but standing nonetheless to help to represent the Shade Tree Commission. So if it's possible, Mayor, maybe sometime during reports, if you could just, for the edification of the public, let us know if you're still an active attorney there or a legal party, or that's just gone and they're going to do the billboard. The thing I'd like to point out at the bottom, they could flip that open and advertise for a school up on the hill. I've never seen a billboard with 2 wings, but if you open it up, it becomes twice as wide. They granted an exception for this width and location, as you know. And then the last part of it deals with a solicitor. You can see he was intimately involved defending Joe DeAndrea for the zoning appeal. And I'm not saying there's a conflict of interest. It was a long time ago. The good news is he's very intimate with the case. The bad news is I don't know if there's a conflict of interest. And I just, Sean, I wanted to
Mr. Swatchek,
thank.
that's the end of the 3 minutes, and you have to conclude your comments now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The rest, I think you can glean from the paperwork. Thank you very much.
Thank you. May I get may I get a motion for item 6A?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilman Waldron.
I make a motion to approve Resolution 6A, 2024-26, granting conditional use approval to Penn Heights Dwellings, LLC, for the construction of senior housing at 111 Earhart Drive.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilor Fascio. Any comment from the public?
Once again, when you approach the podium, if you could please state your name and address clearly, and speak close to the microphone, too.
Sure, my name is Lisa Masiosi, 277 Elias Drive. Can I ask a question to Sean, or no? Would that be better if I did that privately after?
This portion of the agenda is set up for you to comment about the item that's under consideration and to give comment to the mayor and council on that particular item.
Okay, that's
We're
okay
happy
then.
to talk to you afterwards if you like, or any time.
Oh, no, that's fine. I just had a few questions that I didn't get answered the last time when I came, so I just wanted to make sure that I did that. I can ask after. That's no problem. Thank you.
Any further public comment? Any comment from council? Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Sapp,
Yes.
Councilman Crestis,
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese,
Yes.
Councilor Fascio,
Yes.
Councilman Waldron.
Yes.
Resolution 26 approved.
Thank you. May I get a motion for item 6B?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilman Karestas.
I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution 2024-27, approving a $20,000 change order for the Penn Hills miscellaneous mechanical contract.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Any comment from the public? Any comment from council?
Yes, Mayor.
Yes, Deputy Mayor.
I would like to ask, just for clarification for the record, if we could, this item can be explained.
Sure. I'll be happy to answer that, and to the extent that I can't, our engineers here. We previously went out for bid for hourly rates, and McRandall Company was the lowest hourly rate for work that we hired them to perform. And the budget for that work was exceeded. So we went out and we got the lowest hourly rate from McRandall previously, and they completed a lot of work under the budget that was allocated to them. However, there's more projects that we need to do, and so we want to keep the same hourly rate that we have bid out previously because it was the lowest rate, and have them complete these additional 4 items that are listed, all of which are at Plum Creek. Am I correct in that, Jen? They're all at Plum Creek? So this is basically having the contractor complete additional work that the original budget couldn't support. Is that a good explanation of it?
That's good, thank you.
Any further comment from council? Roll call, please.
Councilman Crestis?
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese?
Yes.
Councilor Fascio?
Yes.
Councilman Waldron?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sapp?
Yes.
Resolution 27 approved.
Thank you. May I get a motion for item 6C?
Mayor,
Yes, Deputy Mayor.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve item 6C, approve resolution number 2024-28, approving the rejection of bids received for Lincoln Road concrete repairs and installation.
Thank you. May I get a second?
A second.
Thank you. Any comment from the public? Any comment from council? Roll call, please.
Mayor Calabrese?
Yes.
Councilor Fascio?
Yes.
Councilman Waldron?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sapp?
Yes.
Councilman Crestis?
Yes.
Resolution 28 approved.
Thank you. May I get a motion for item 6D?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilor Fascio.
I'd like to make a motion to approve resolutions 2024-29, appointing Cohen Law Group as special counsel for Verizon Cable franchise renewal at discounted rate not to exceed $10,500.
Thank you. May I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any comment from the public? Any comment from council? Roll call, please.
Councilor Fascio?
Yes.
Councilman Waldron?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Sapp?
Yes.
Councilman Crestis?
Yes.
Mayor Calabrese?
Yes.
Resolution 29 approved.
As we move to council comments, any comments, Deputy Mayor Sapp?
Yes, I do, Mayor. Thank you very much. I just want to let the audience know that this evening on the side table, there will be some flyers from the Allegheny County Executive. Our new executive is Sarah Anamorado. And if you just scan this QR code with your phone, it will take you straight to the list of directors for the city and where you can find the things that you need. So it's an easy access, and it will be on the side table for you this evening. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilor Fascio?
No comments, thank you.
Councilman Carestis?
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, I'll try to be succinct with my comments. I would like to take a moment, though, to quickly introduce an ordinance that I've been working on, and I'm really hopeful that we can put it up to vote in July or August. I'll share a few copies with my fellow council people here, and also have a few copies for the public if you'd also like to take a look. But, really the nuts and bolts of it is to provide some structure around these meetings here, and also to give the opportunity for us to be more transparent to you, the public. There's really two main sections of this ordinance, and it is an ordinance to amend our conduct of business ordinance which exists today. And in my research of ways to enhance our voting meetings, I noticed that many local communities do have meeting structure in their conduct of business ordinances today. And likewise, the state does provide similar guidance in their Borough Council Handbook. I know we're not a borough, but this is the best the state provides us. So Section 1 of the ordinance that I'm proposing really does outline each individual section of the meeting with two important additions that we do not have today, and that is monthly reports and quarterly reports. Monthly reports, we would have one provided by the manager, giving an overview of the state of the municipality. We would have a financial report provided by the controller or the financial director, given the financial state of the municipality, along with, in each of my different sections here, I say, as well as attention to updates that are matter to the interest of the council and the public. And I'm sorry if my voice is going out, I have a bit of a cold today. And then thirdly, a public safety report that would be provided by the chief of police, an officer that he designates, or the manager, providing updates on crime in Penn Hills, ordinance recommendations, and again, other matters that pertain to public safety. We would have those three reports every single month here to be more communicative and more transparent to you. Secondly, we would have quarterly reports. It's important for other departments to have a voice at this meeting, but we also don't want to make this meeting 3 hours long, right, with 900 reports. So I do have a rotation of quarterly reports between the library, planning, public works and parks and rec, senior services, and water pollution control. Those departments would give a report once a quarter at a rotation designated by the manager. Again, this is all to bring better information to you and to ensure everybody is informed with what's going on in the municipality. And again, education helps all of us in this room, including the folks up here today. And then the final section that I'm adding, hopefully, is Section C, which I'll just simply read, and that is, if there's an item of obvious controversy or of wide public concern that has brought a large crowd to a meeting, and the item is not on the agenda, council may add that item to the agenda at that time so we can appropriately address your concerns, again, as things are happening out in our community. So I'm hopeful we can work together, fellow council members. Again, this is merely a draft. I'm open to ideas. Let's work together and get this across the finish line. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Waldron.
Nothing. Thanks.
Thank you. As mayor, I am on 24/7. Last weekend, I got a notification that there had been a tragedy in our community. I got 3 calls, actually. The first call came to say that we had the local tragedy. The second call came from the White House, recognizing that it is a national tragedy. And the third call came from a personal friend, someone I have known since I was 14 years old. She said, "Pauline, the woman who was shot is my niece." Last year in 2023, Penn Hills had 3 homicides, 3 shooting homicides. This year, coming into 2024, in March, we had a shooting-related homicide. 1 is too many. But as we were approaching mid-year, I was watching the statistics and I thought, well, I don't want to see any more of that. And then just in the beginning of June, we had 2 fatalities at that one incident. And so here we are mid-June and it already reached 2023. So we wonder what we can do as individuals. I know it's a national epidemic, but it's Penn Hills that I'm concerned about and the council is concerned about. I can tell you after I received the call, we immediately convened here. We met with the chief of police, We met with the Director of Code. The Deputy Mayor was here. All of council appeared. And we sat, and we have since that time been working behind the scenes to try to determine what we can do. This is a call to action. The actual investigation itself was turned over to county homicide, so the county police are handling that particular incident. But we're asking what we can do on a local level. People say things like, why don't you just shut places down, those sorts of things. You have to understand, it's not something that's just local. We have to deal with federal, state, and county officials as well. So be assured that we have been working, we're continuously working. We have an ordinance that we will, it's in draft form right now. We hope to present that soon. But please rest assured that we understand that this is a tragedy that affects all of us. It affects you. It affects us. We all live here. Every council member lives in Penn Hills too. We are residents. Please know that we do not take this lightly. Please know that we had to wait a moment before we could say anything publicly. But rest assured that we, in no uncertain terms, put notice out that anybody who intends to come to Penn Hills with bad intent, criminal activity, fair warning. We have increased the patrols. Each police car will have not less than 2 officers in it. We're working with the DUI task force. And as I said, we are working behind the scenes with federal, state, county officials to do everything that we possibly can from our end of it. Public safety is a priority, and we recognize this is a tragedy, but we don't want another tragedy like this to happen, so we rest assured we are doing everything in our power. If you don't see something right now, please know that we are working, and you can be on the lookout. Penn Hills is the largest municipality outside the city of Pittsburgh. We've got close to 30 neighborhoods, and we've also got the largest municipal police force as well. And rest assured that we're doing everything in our power, and if you have any suggestions, please come forward at any time. You can contact any of us, and we are working, as I say, with federal, state, and local authorities. We're working with local leaders. We're working with pastors. We're working with certain groups like Moms Demand Action, Ceasefire, and other groups. So in sum, please know that we are doing everything we can, and we reach out to the community for any suggestions that you have as well. Have a good evening. This meeting is adjourned.
Why don't you come up?
Come down. I can come down. We can come down.